All right, guys, so tell me a little bit about Melonlight Ballroom and what you do here in Eureka Springs, Arkansas.
Can you take that one up?
Sure. I'm Raymond Uliberry. This is Emily, my wife, and we're originally from Denver, Colorado, and I was born and raised there. We had our dance studio, ballroom dance studio, for about 5 years before we decided to move, and we teach all things partnership, but performance is our forte. So we did a lot of pro-am performance with our students as well as professional work with our professional ensemble. We decided to get out of the city and move to Eureka Springs, which we absolutely love it here. And so now we do the same thing here. We teach private lessons. We work with our teen group, our professional group as well. We also have a really awesome zombie team that we do every year. We also have a show called Experience Anna. And we've been running that this is the 5th year now for that show, right?
Is it 5 or 6?
I think we're on year 5.
It's 5. Oh no.
So Experience Anna is a show.
It is.
Tell me a little bit, explain it to me.
So Experience Anna is an original story that the professional ensemble has actually created. So all of our minds went into the creative process. We produced the original version 5 years ago, I guess, which is, there's actually 2 versions of the show now, which wasn't the original intention, it just came to be. So the original version is called Experience Anna 1940, and the original idea started because my sister is in the show as well. She's actually the title, she's Anna, and the whole concept came because people confuse us for each other. They ask if we're twins or they call us by each other's names, and so we were like, let's just play with this idea that we can look alike.
Let's confuse them more.
Let's confuse them on purpose. It worked. So the story is written, it's a psychological thriller, it's a ghost story, and of course we're playing with that element that her and I look a lot alike. And so the original show is Experience Anna 1940. It's a walkthrough experience. So actually right here in this historic building, this is our ballroom, where we teach dance and yoga and host weddings, but it's also our performance space. And so Experience Anna 1940 is a shorter show. It's a walkthrough experience, kind of like a haunted house meets a play. It's a form of immersion theater. And then after running that show for a few years, the stories were writing themselves in our minds, and so we decided let's add on. And so we wrote and produced Experience Anna Present Day, which relates to all the original characters, but just brings the story into a whole new era. So what was really fun for us is we wanted to write it in a way that it didn't matter which show you see or in which order you see them. If you only see one, that's fine too. So that was a fun and challenging process to write in that way and have it make sense no matter how you consume the shows.
Is this your first experience in doing something of this nature, writing a show? Well, it's basically a play then.
It is
very much so.
So it's your first experience in doing something like this?
We did a lot of shows in Denver that were dance-based. They were dance shows, so to speak, almost like Moving Out with Twyla Tharp and Billy Joel. No speech at all, no written script.
It started to creep its way in. You'll see little elements, like a poem would make its way in, or a small voiceover, and then over the years it just, I've always identified as a writer and I've wanted to write more and more, and so now it's how do we put in all the dialogue, how is it a play, and how does dance still fit in? Mm-hmm. Because it's not a musical, right. It's not just all of a sudden we bust out in a Broadway style. The dance is actually an integrated component in the story. It makes sense that characters would be dancing right then. It's kind of how we try to produce.
And so what has been everybody's reaction to it? What are some of the things that people say about it?
I love the dancing.
Love the dancing.
People love the dancing.
Quote. Which is
one of my favorite
awesome.
was murder and dancing. Yes. Murder and dancing. I was like, we do that well. We do a lot of ghost stuff, a lot of zombie stuff, and of course a lot of dancing.
Yes.
The spooky fit is great. I'm really proud to say we have all 5-star reviews. We have, people come in and they don't know what to expect. They're a little confused and thrown, and then we kind of confuse them at the door on purpose with the story. The story's unfolding before they realize it is. So if you're watching this, now you know.
No spoilers.
But so it's a really fun process to bring them in, and they don't know what to expect, and then by the end they're laughing, they're taking pictures with us, they're letting us tie them up. I mean,
yeah, for some reason
it's fun. It's good.
So is this throughout the year? Is there a certain season that you have this particular show? All the shows?
Yes, Experience Anna Present Day runs May through
Really?
November, really.
Really, we opened in January this year.
We
So
did.
we're
We
around
opened
about
earlier this year.
January through October. And then Experience Anna 1940 is being revived right now. It's actually what's happening in the room as we speak. And that will come back in September and October. So if you're here in September and October, which are great months to be in Eureka Springs, you can catch either or both versions of Experience Anna.
All right, so the big question, where do people get tickets?
Melonlight.com. Go to our website at melonlight.com. That's the easiest place to get tickets. We do encourage people to get their tickets in advance.
We don't sell tickets at the door.
So be sure to reserve. It's a really fun experience. A lot of times people ask, is it okay for kids? They get the spooky element. We call it PG-13. However, we've had kids,
10 years old.
We've had quite young kids in the audience who've really enjoyed it. So it's parent discretion. It's not super gory. It's
more like a ghost story, so if they like ghost stories, they'd really love the show.
Well, you guys are a great addition to Eureka Springs. We're so thrilled about everything that you guys are doing here. This really is a home of creativity all around. So I love all the space. I love all the lighting that you've done. This is a great exercise space too. You do other things as well.
Yes.
When I came in today, I saw you doing yoga with someone too.
Yes.
So,
Yes, she's really our yoga guru, but I've learned some things from her, so I share that knowledge with my students. Yes.
Well, you guys are a great duo, and we appreciate all the energy you put into Eureka Springs, and thank you so much for being with us today.
Hey, thanks for the interview. We appreciate your time.